What's up, everybody? Y'all come on in, get sat down, get your pens, get your paper. We're going to take a lot of notes today because today we are going to talk about taking control of the mind and making this life all that you've ever dreamed for it to be. We are going to remember and talk about that everything happens for our expansion. So, I'm going to do a few shares while you guys are building up. But again, come in, welcome, sit down, relax, share this out if you feel led, and we're going to get going in one quick second. There I am. I'm live on Facebook. Right now I am live on Facebook and YouTube. So if you are not already a subscriber to the Recovery Soul Food YouTube channel, please jump over and do that today. My summer season here for my job is going to come to a bit of a close here soon. And from there, I'm going to be able to have a little more time to get even more focused on that YouTube channel. And you do not want to miss that. You don't want to miss that. There's going to be special things that you are not going to be able to see anywhere else but on YouTube. And since I'm also a part of the amazing Convene Communities, listen, go to convenecommunities.com and sign up in the Hope and Support set of groups. And I have a group in there called Recovery Soul Food. That's also an amazing platform, beautiful and amazing people there. Get in on the ground floor of something that is going to grow far past and surpass anything we can imagine. And that's Convene Communities. There's something in there for all your interests. Seriously. If you want to learn how to be a cheerleader, Convene Communities has a group for that. And there's amazing people and messages going on there. All right, I'm doing a few of my shares here. And again, I ask that you would do the same. I've gotten to where I'm trying to share specifically to groups that I feel like I'm a part of, and maybe they are specific to me so that we're not sharing all over each other. The algorithms of Facebook and all of these online platforms are so strange, man. And you can fall into, if you get spammed enough, you will fall into never, never land, never, never algorithm land. And your videos just will not get seen. And I think that's a shame, because what we talk about here is not like what a lot of others are talking about. I'm talking about how to climb out of the pit, man. I'm not talking about, let's talk about staying in the pit. I'm not talking about, let's strap ourselves to the pit and pray that it all happens. I'm talking about real, live action steps that if you're really ready, you can start stepping out of the shit pit today. So that's what we talk about here. That's what I love about our community, our platform. And so we're about to get going. Let me find just one more. Gosh. Y'all know I'm looking for that one. Y'all know I'm looking for that one group that always eludes me. It's Freedom Friday, y'all. So let's free our minds today. If you're ready, I'm ready. So let's go. What's up, everybody? You know it's me. I'm your friend. I'm your pal. It's me, OLC, right here, coming to you guys live. I love this 8 o'clock spot. I love the place I am in my life right now. Even though it's not all unicorns and rainbows, here's what I know. Everything happens for my expansion. And that's the truth. Everything happens for my expansion. In fact, I'm going to run that. Oh, that's not it. Everything happens for our expansion. And then when we come to know that, what happens is it doesn't mean that life stops coming. It means we walk through it with purpose. And when you walk through something knowing that it is serving a greater purpose, it becomes less about just suffering and becomes more about training. You know, like I had to get myself out of the mindset that I was a victim. And, you know, I was a victim when I was, you know, very young. But to continue to let that victimize me, well, that's my choice. And I had to really come to a place, and it was a hard place. Don't think I just woke up there one morning and decided, yeah, I don't want to be a victim anymore. That had been my life. And because it had been my life, because of what I know about the law of attraction and, you know, God's laws, what I know is that because that was my focus, because that was my mindset and my deep-seated belief, that I had to keep seeing evidence of it. I was not focused in on anything else. Where your focus is, that's what you're going to see. Many things are happening in this world around you where you are. Just stop for a minute and really connect with the thought that there are billions of people in this world living a life that you know nothing about. You have no idea, but it's still happening. And just because you don't have any idea of it doesn't mean it's not real. And that's the same within us. When we are focused in on the problem, when all we can see in front of us, I almost did it again. When all we can see in front of us is the problem, we cannot see the solution. When we acknowledge the problem, we can start to investigate the solution. We acknowledge it and say, I see you. I see you, issue. And I know that this is actually the answer to a prayer that I've prayed. Whether it's been, give me peace of mind, whether it's help me get through this recovery, help me reach that recovery success, help me find my purpose, help me step into my destiny. Any of those things, they don't come with a package at the door that has all the answers in it. And you just take it out and put it on like a new outfit. Doesn't work that way. And when you realize that prayers are answered in the midst of struggle in the area in which you have prayed for, then you will see that there is something mighty working in your life. And so whatever you're going through today, whatever it is, you got to be able to look at it and say, you got a higher purpose in my life. I'm going to make sure that I don't waste this pain. I'm going to make sure that if I'm going through something amazing, that I'm going to stop and be present, and I'm going to be grateful, because an attitude of gratitude will bring more things to be grateful for every time. That's the way to do it. I'm telling you right now how to open the door to unlimited blessings in your life. You just got to redefine what blessings mean to you. We think blessings means everything that feels like a massage. It's not. Blessings come in the midst of the shiz, man. Blessings come in the midst of those days that you were on the street and nothing worked out for you, so that you got so damn tired of going through this stuff that you made a decision to step out. Because you weren't in your best day in active addiction when you decided to step into recovery. Oh, no. You were in the very depths. Dope man didn't show up on time. He got you. You had no money left. You had hustled all day. You know where you were. You know. Your parents revived you on the bathroom floor. You lost somebody so close to you, possibly sitting right beside you, maybe even someone related to you, when you said, that's enough. I'm done. I'm coming out of this. And you've got to remind yourself in the midst of everything you're going through right now that you did that. I don't care if you did it 30 minutes ago or yesterday. You did that, and you can do it again. And God is with you in the midst of that. In fact, we've got to learn to recognize that that very moment is God. And I don't care what your definition of God is, because guess what? Whatever it is for you, that's what it is. It doesn't have to look like what somebody else says. It doesn't have to look like what you've been taught all your life. It doesn't necessarily even have to look like what you think you know. It has to look like you in the mirror, because everything, that same power, lives inside of you. And you have a great ability to tap into that power anytime you want to. There's a little trick that I use that I learned from a shamanic ritual kind of thing that I studied a while ago. But it's a great way to become present. It's a great way to become calm. It's a great way to remember who you are. And it simply is, put your hand upon your heart, close your eyes, and breathe in really big, really deep. Hold it for just a few seconds. Let all that tension just come up and just be in that breath. And when you release that breath, release that tension too. Keep your hand on your heart. It's scientifically proven that we have a brain inside of our heart. And that is, we talked about this before, thoughts are the language of the mind, and emotions are the language of the body. And I want to tell you that your trauma, whether you forget about it here or not, the body always keeps a score. And you may think that you're completely past it because you don't think about it every day. But if you have not gone in and specifically healed and visited that trauma, it's still living in your body, generally in the form of disease, in the form of inflammation, in the form of arthritis, joint discomfort, stomach issues, bowel obstructions. We don't realize these things because they're not widely talked about. Because if you have to imagine, doctors get paid for you to come in and let them treat your symptoms. Have you ever noticed that you don't go to a doctor to get a cure? You go to a doctor to get strung along so that you can now have your symptoms treated, and then that medicine can create other symptoms. So now what have we got? It's not profitable for us to talk about the body's natural process. And it's amazing when you begin to learn how your cells fire and wire together all day long. And you don't have to think about it one bit. Your liver is doing its job right now, and you don't have to be in control of that. Your heart is beating. Your kidneys are functioning. We have been given an amazing system of cells that vibrate together and walk around on this earth. And yet we let this up here tell us how. I'm just speechless when I really think about it. When you really get present and think about all you're capable of, how dare you think that this situation right now is going to be the death of you? Don't you do it. You stand up today on Free Your Mind Friday and free your mind of those limiting beliefs that say you don't have what it takes, that say these triggers are stronger than you, that say this pain is too much for you to handle. And you stomp your foot and you rise up and you say, my body doesn't control me. I control my body. My mind doesn't control me. I control my mind. And I'm going to start today. It is time, y'all, to be powerful. And it is okay and safe for you to step in your power, whatever that looks like for you. You don't have to stay in bad, terrible relationships just because you got a deep inner belief system that says this is as good as it gets. You don't deserve abuse. I don't care what you've done in your past. Rise up above your past. Realize you're not your past. You're not your addiction. You're not your sickness. You're not your diagnosis. You're not your depression. You're not your anxiety. You're not those things. Those things are lies that your brain and your ego has told you to keep you in that very same little box. Because if we stay in the little box, as miserable as it is, we don't have to do nothing scary to get out. Crash the walls of that little box today. Kick them. Hands and feet. Blow them all out of here. Today. Today, y'all. Whew. Man. I needed that message. I'm telling you. I needed it as bad as you guys did. I needed it as bad as you guys did. Hey, don't think that sometimes when you feel led to do something, whether it's make a phone call, whether it's write a letter, whether it's whatever, step in those things that you feel led to do. Because I'm telling you, there's some blessings in there. And many times we miss the answers that we're seeking when we're not obedient. And so be obedient to your inner wisdom today and every day. Be obedient to that. Because I'm telling you, we'll miss it and think God's not listening. And yet you hear the voice going, hey, I've been trying to get you to do such and such. Don't let your fear keep you, or your ego. And all the ego is fear. The ego is fear that you're going to have to do something different. And that's a powerful fear. Don't get me wrong. It's very solid. It's a very huge thing to step through. I don't want to make light of it. I don't want to make you think that you're going to get off this video and change your entire life right now, today. But what I can tell you is that you can start today. You can sit down with yourself, do the hand on the heart, get still, get quiet, and you will hear where it is you need to start. It will come to you in thoughts in your head. It will come to you in feelings within your body. It will come to you in synchronicities around you. And from there, that's where you know that you're guided to start. Don't keep waiting for someone else to come in and be the hero of your life. Rise up today and be your own hero. I waited for somebody else to come along and show me how to do all this fancy video stuff. I waited for somebody to come along and tell me how to better myself. And the whole time, my guidance was saying, you are your own hero. Figure it out. My brain wanted to tell me that because of my past, because of my epilepsy, because I only have an 8th grade education, because I didn't get into computers when they first came on the scene, because I was too busy, getting loaded and running from my pain and hiding from myself, that I was not ever going to be able to do this, that I needed somebody younger and smarter and with all these talents to come in and do this stuff for me. And they would show up, but they weren't quite it. It turned out that they weren't here for me. They were here to get something from me so that they could then go off and get motivated to do their own things. And that is cool with me because I'm not bitter or angry, because without that guy, y'all, without that guy, I would not be here. I may have still been dependent upon somebody else and still letting my ego tell me that I wasn't smart enough, I wasn't good enough, and that I'd never be able to do it, and would have sat in that pit of comfort with the smell and everything all just all around me, keeping myself small. But when that guy came into my life, completely screwed me. It was the answer to the prayer that I was looking for, which is LC, be your own hero. So that's who I am today. That's who I am. And I want you to know that you've got the same power within you every day of this life. You are a gift to this world. And what you've been through and what you're going through, there is a greater purpose for it. And you may know what that is right now, and maybe you don't. That's all right. It will show itself to you, because when you fix your mind on who you want to become, and you go ahead and possess the feeling of already having achieved it, it has to come to you. You see that? That's the law. And just like the law of gravity, you ain't got to know how it works. But if you drop something, it's going to show you that it works. And the same is with the law of attraction. You got to know that what you focus upon, the majority of the time, what you mix your thoughts and emotions with, is what's got to come to you. So if you're telling yourself today, I'm never going to get over this, this is going to be bad, I'm never going to reach that Elsie's talking about, I'm never going to be able to stay clean, well, then guess what? You're right. You're right. You are prophesying over your life. Speak what you desire. Act as if you already have it. And it has no other choice but to vibrate into your path. Test me. I got a best friend right now that I custom ordered just like that. And when I tell you this mug showed up, he showed up in the randomest place on earth. And because of obedience, I have a friendship today that encompasses so many of the prayers and the energies that I had been putting out that I don't think there's even one that's not answered within this one friendship. So I know the power of what I'm talking to you about. I wouldn't tell you any other way. So put your mind on your dreams and your destiny today. Learn from your past. Don't wallow in it. Start speaking over your life the things that you want and who you want to become, and live it as if it is already happening. Okay? That's your assignment for this Friday, for this holiday weekend. Let me say my good mornings real quick before I go. Livy, LaDonna, good morning, good morning, good morning. I see you. Yes, positive affirmations are absolutely a vital tool in this. Stephanie Wagner, good morning. Hey, there's my brother, Anthony McCauley. Yep, that's who I'm talking about, y'all. That's who I'm talking about. This man going through his own trials and tribulations. If you thought that losing his wife suddenly wasn't enough, then you think his body's breaking down. You don't think that's enough. This man is going to walk through his purpose because he knows this exact information that I'm sharing with you this morning. All right, let's see. Oh, I got to go up here. Y'all commenting this morning. Stuart Polly, good morning. Mary Huffman, good morning, good morning, good morning. Stacy Hatton, Vonnie Von Max in the house from New York City. I love you guys. Hey, good morning, Mom. My mom's probably on the boat by now. Alicia Lee, good morning. So that's all StreamYard lets me see. I don't know why it doesn't let me see. Oh, there's Max Nace. Good morning, Max. I don't know why StreamYard doesn't let me see everybody. So if there's people out there that I missed, know that I love you and I'm talking to you today. And if this message resonates with you, then share it out, please. And take what does resonate and just leave the rest. If there's something that doesn't fly with you, it's all good. You got to get stuff where you can get it. Don't ever count out one resource because every single word don't apply to your life. But I don't know how this one doesn't, because I'm telling you, we're all fighting these battles. This is what recovery is. Active addiction is a set of limiting beliefs that says my pain is bigger than my purpose. And this is where we got to know our purpose is bigger than our pain. All right, y'all. Don't forget, Warrior Wear, the official international Warrior Wear, is now on the scene. I got to get the link up, but I'm still putting up new merchandise. So, Anthony, we got to get in on getting that link up so everybody can start getting their official Warrior Wear. And there's just so much going on, y'all. Remember, convene communities, hope and support. Get over there and get under our group, Recovery Soul Food. And this Saturday night, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, join me and author Joe Potosi. He's written an amazing book about his life called When the Dust Settles. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a powerful, powerful interview. Anyone who has gone through severe child abuse in their life and is coming out, whether you're on your way out or whether you've fought out, this is going to be a show for you. So join me right back here, Recovery Soul Food YouTube channel. Get over there, get subscribed, be notified, and let's get this healing going. So I want y'all to get out of here, have the most amazing, freeing, Free Your Mind Friday you've ever had in your life. And the reason is because you choose it to be so. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Bye.